Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will walk through two sample problems on beams analysis, focusing on the following key points. So the first one is how to determine how to do the shear and moment diagram, and how to determine the beam support reaction and identify the maximum moment, and a shortcut method of calculating the maximum moment in the beam. So let's dive into our solution. A simply supported beam with a span of 8 meters is subjected to a uniformly varying load with a maximum intensity of 22 kilonewton per meter and a concentrated load of 120 kilonewton. So we are required to determine the maximum reaction at the supports and the maximum bending moment in the beam as shown in the figure below. So we have here a load diagram. A simply supported beam of 8 meter span and is subjected to a 120 kilonewton concentrated load and the varying uniform load, which is 22 kilonewton per meter. So let's start it with our solution. First of all, we need to determine the reaction at the supports. So if we sum up moment at point A, we'll have a counterclockwise RB, which is RB is minus RB times 8 meter span plus the concentrated load or downward counterclockwise 120 kilonewton times 5 plus the clockwise triangular load, which is equal to 1/2 times 8 meters times 22 kilonewton per meters, the intensity load, times the 2/3 of the span, which is 8 meters, and that is equal to 0. So RB is equal to 133.7 kilonewton. So the second one is to determine the reaction at A. So by summing up forces along y-axis is equal to 0, we have RA plus 133.7 kilonewton minus 120 kilonewton, the concentrated load, minus the triangular load, which is 1/2 times 8 meters times 22 kilonewton per meter is equal to 0. So RA is equal to 74.3 kilonewton. So now we have determined the reaction at the support, and we are ready to draw the shear diagram. So to draw the shear diagram, the shear at this point, at point A, is equal to the reaction of 74.3 kilonewton. So to determine the shear at this point, which is 5 meters away from the reaction A, so we need to determine first the intensity at this point by ratio and proportion. We have 22 kilonewton per meter is to 8 meters is equal to W over 5. So W is equal to 13.75 kilonewton per meter. So now we can determine the shear at the distance D, at the distance 5 meters from the support, which is equal to 74.3 minus the triangular load is equal to 1/2 times 5 times 13.75. So that is the shear at this point, which is 39.93. Then we will calculate the load at this point due to the dropping load of 120 kilonewtons. So 39.93 minus 120 kilonewton, and that would give us minus 18.07. So the shear at this point here, at 0.8 meters from the support A, and that is minus 80.07 kilonewton minus the trapezoidal load, this one here, the trapezoidal load, which is equal to 1/2 times 3 times the summation of 13.75 plus 22 kilonewton per meter, and that would give us negative 133.7. So this is our shear diagram, and if you can notice, this is the second degree curve because our load is uniformly varying to the right of the span. And we have also the negative shear at this portion here. So now we have already confirmed that the zero shear is located at 5 meters away from point A. So that is also the location of our maximum moment of the beam. So to evaluate the maximum moment at this point here, we just sum up moment, this one here, which is equal to 74.3 times 5 minus the triangular load, which is 1/2 times 5 meters times 13.75, this one here, times 1/3 of the span here. So that is 1/3 centroid of the load for the triangle. So that is our maximum moment. So the maximum moment is equal to 314.2 kilonewton meter. So another way of evaluating the maximum positive moment can be determined by area method. So maximum moment can be determined by the area of the positive area of the shear. So this is the positive area of the shear. So take note that this is second degree curve. So it involves a quadratic equation. If you formulate the equation of this one here, then you can find by integrating the this area from 0x to 5 meters. So either you can determine the maximum moment by area method or the direct method or shortcut method here. So the maximum moment is located at this point where the slope is 0. So our moment is a third degree curve. So that's conclude our solution for sample problem number 1. And now we are ready to proceed to our sample problem number 2. So let's dive into sample problem number 2. A simple supported beam with an overhanging span is subjected to a uniformly distributed load, and the cantilever end, which is a uniformly varying load over the cantilever as shown in the figure below. So we are required to determine the reaction and the maximum bending moment of the beam. So let's get started with our solution for this problem. First of all, we need to determine the reaction, RA and RB. So to determine the reaction at RB, we're summing up moment at A, which is equal to 0. So minus RB times it, that is counterclockwise, plus the clockwise due to the uniform load, which is 25 kilonewton meter, times the square of 8 meters all over 2, plus the clockwise load due to the varying load here at the cantilever end, which is equal to 1/2 times 2 times 25, the area of the triangle, times the moment arm from point A, and that is 2 meters over 3, 1/3 of the triangle, plus 8 meters, and that is equal to 0. So the reaction at B is equal to 127.08 kilonewton. So now, by summing up forces along Y, that is equal to RA plus 127.08 kilonewton, that is the reaction at B, minus the uniform load, which is 25 times 8, this one here, 8, minus the uniformly varying load at the cantilever end, which is minus 1/2 times 2 times 25 kilonewton per meter, that is equal to 0. So RA is equal to 97.92. So now we have determined the reaction of the support. So we are ready now to draw the shear diagram. So the first shear at the support is equal to 97.92 kilonewton here. Then to calculate the shear at 8 meters away from support A, which is here, and that is 97.92 minus 8 times 25 due to the uniform load, that is equal to negative 102.08. So this is, we have here negative 102.08, and this is linear because from point A up to this point is our load is uniform. So this is first degree, so linear. From from this point minus 2.08, we have the reaction, the positive reactions, upward reactions at B, which is 127.08. So 127.08 minus 102.08 plus the reaction, that would give us 25 kilonewton. So that is the net shear at this point here. So to evaluate the value of X here, where the shear is 0, so you can determine that X by ratio and proportion. But there is a shortcut method if we have the uniform load on the beam. So let's say X is equal to 97.08 kilonewton minus 25 times X. So you can directly determine the value of X, which is 3.92. So once you have determined the value of X, the location of zero shear, even without proceeding the moment diagram, you can then calculate the maximum moment, because the maximum moment is located at the location where the shear is 0. So the maximum moment is equal to 97.92 times 3.92 meters minus 25 kilonewton per meter times 3.92 squared all over 2. So that is the moment by summing up moment at this point here. So this is the direct calculation. So moment at this point is 192 kilonewton meters. So that is the maximum moment at this point here. So we have here the moment diagram. The maximum positive moment also is equal to the area of the shear diagram, which is equal to 1/2 times 98 times 3.92, and that is equal to 192 kilonewtons. So we have an alternative solution, whichever you are comfortable, either area method or the direct calculation by summing up moment at this point where X is equal to 0. So to determine the negative moment, if you add the positive shear, then deduct the minus the negative shear area at this point here, you will get the net negative moment of 16.7, which is also equal if you take moment from the cantilever end, which is equal to 1/2 times 2 times 25 times 2/3, the moment arm here, that is moment is equal to 16.7. So this is the way how you confirm the moment at this point here. It should be equal. So our moment diagram is a third degree curve, second degree curve, because we have the first degree here in the shear diagram. So that's conclude our solution for sample problem number 2. So that's the end of the solution. So guys, please don't forget to like, and thank you very much for watching. See you next time. God bless. Bye bye.